Antonio strikes against AZ Alkmaar to give West Ham chance of final step. It was scrappy, it was messy, but West Ham only saw the beauty. They celebrated wildly when Michail Antonio bundled the ball over the line with 15 minutes left. Completing it, nobody should make the mistake of thinking that David Moyes' side are assured of reaching their first European final since 1976. In truth, they toiled for long spells against a limited AZ side, creating little and treating the ball with insufficient care. Their football was unimaginative, too reliant on physical power and counterattacks, and for a while it seemed that the first leg of this Europa Conference League semi-final would be defined by Alphonse Areola handing AZ the lead when he allowed a soft shot from Tijani Reinders to squirm past him. Nonetheless, Moyes will take heart from West Ham finding a way to take control of the tie before travelling to the Alkmaar for the second leg. The mood turned when Ryan fouled Bowen and Said Benrahma equalised from the spot. Soon it was 2-1, Antonio scoring after a scramble, and West Ham finally had their young opponents where they wanted them. They could tell themselves that this was an important step. West Ham failed to handle the occasion when they faced Eintracht Frankfurt in the semi-finals of the Europa League last year. They lacked nous and were always chasing the game after conceding in the first minute of the first leg. But it was different against AZ. This time West Ham responded to adversity. They were resilient enough to keep plugging away and, if they are capable of dealing with AZ's ability to hoard possession, they will back themselves to cause problems on the break given that Pascal Jansen's side will have to commit men forward. Equally, Moyes was not entirely happy with West Ham's performance against the fourth-best team in the Eredivisie. The Scot saw a lack of quality in the final third and he wondered if his forwards were overexcited. Everything felt too frantic, although West Ham did have a few early openings. There was a chance for Bowen, who headed Declan Rice's crossover, and Benrahma forced Ryan to make one outstanding save. AZ struggled to hurt West Ham. They built up slowly, trying to draw the sting, carefully looking for space on the flanks. Openings were rare, although there was a moment when Vangelis Pavlidis almost broke through. Kurt Zuma, back in central defense after Angelo Ogbonna was taken unwell, saved West Ham with a timely interception. West Ham looked comfortable without the ball, although there was a question over whether they saw enough of it. They needed more precision and Benrahma and Bowen were short of composure on the flanks. Lucas Paqueta's final ball was lacking and Antonio's hold-up play needed to improve. The frustration for Paqueta rose when he went down after being beaten to a header by Sam Bukima. It was a fair challenge from the centre-back and West Ham were too focused on complaining to the Turkish referee, Halil Meller. They were not alive to the danger when AZ broke through Myron van Brederode. Sven Mijnans found Reinders, West Ham backed off and the midfielder's shot from 25 yards caught Areola out at his near post. It was not a surprise to hear the home fans lash out at the officials at halftime. Yet there was no reason to disallow the goal. West Ham needed to look closer to home. Where was the pressure on Reinders? Why had Moyes brought Areola in for Łukasz Fabianski when most teams resist the urge to rest their number one goalkeeper in the big games? West Ham United's Said Benrahma celebrates scoring their first goal from the penalty spot to make it 1-1 during the UEFA Europa Conference League semi-final first leg match between West Ham United and AZ Alkmaar at London Stadium. Said Benrahma celebrates after scoring from the penalty spot to put West Ham back on level terms. Photograph, Tom Jenkins/The Guardian. West Ham grew tense. They snatched at passes and overhit crosses. There were howls when Naef Agurd miscued a long pass. West Ham were forcing it and allowing AZ's time wasting to get under their skin. There were ironic cheers when Jordi Clacy was booked for taking too long over a free kick. But the mood was fraught. Bowen threatened, shooting just wide, but it did not feel particularly encouraging to see a flick from Paqueta go out for a throw. The comfort for West Ham, though, was that AZ were not threatening to score again. Midway through the second half they pumped across to the far post. Tomas Soucek headed it back and in went Bowen, getting to the ball just before Ryan and then going to ground after being caught by the goalkeeper's attempted punch. It was rash from Ryan. Then Rama buried the penalty and West Ham pushed again. AZ failed to clear a corner and Rice picked up possession on the left. He crossed, Agurd's effort was cleared off the line and Antonio forced the rebound in. West Ham were halfway to next month's final in Prague. Thanks for your watching. Don't forget to click the subscribed button and hit the bell icon for more.